The festival of Hanukkah, if you've seen it spelled in English with CH, it is not Chanukah. There is no ch sound in Hebrew, but it is ch, Hanukkah. And it comes from the root from dedication. It is the rededication of the temple. It is the miracle of God being with the Jewish people at a time of great hardship and persecution. And it's actually mentioned in the New Testament. Even though this was not a biblical holiday, this does not come into being. The celebration is based on what happened about 160 years before the time of Jesus. So by the time of Jesus, this was something regularly celebrated in memoriam for what happened. But look at what it says in John chapter 10, verse 22. Now, it was the feast of dedication in Jerusalem, the feast of Hanukkah, the feast of dedication in Jerusalem, and it was winter. John 10:22, speaking of the festival of dedication lights, this is the time that it's speaking of. This is the specific reference there. So the New Testament references this, and some even believe the teaching of Jesus in John 10 ties directly in with it in terms of the true shepherd versus the false shepherds and things like this. But this is what it commemorates. And this is why if you're a Jewish person, you commemorate it with what's called a Hanukkah, which has 9 candles. And in the middle is what's called the shamash. That's the one that you use to light the others. And then each night for 8 days, you light the candle. What does it commemorate? Well, the Jewish people had revolted against Antiochus IV, Antiochus Epiphanes, a man who had sacrificed a pig on the temple altar in Jerusalem, a man who tried to outlaw circumcision and really abolish Jewish practice. The Jewish people, the Maccabees, fought back against him against all odds and with great personal suffering. And what happened was that the candle stand, the menorah, there was not enough oil to burn. It was only enough for 1 day, but miraculously, as they rededicated the temple and were lighting the candles, it burned for 8 days. So in remembrance of this, the rededication of the temple and the miracle of the oil, this is celebrated. And there are many Messianic Jews that still celebrate this. Rather than Christmas, they celebrate the birth of Jesus every day or at other times of the year, but they celebrate this. It ends up coming pretty close to Christmas time. And as a Jewish boy, this was something that I celebrated, and it's something that we've done over the years at times to remind us of our connection with the Jewish people, with Jewish history. It's not a holiday written in Scripture in the Old Testament, but something of great significance in Jewish history and joins us with Jewish people worldwide.